The Shark Museum is a small private museum located in Simonstown, 44 kilometers from the center of Cape Town, South Africa. The early 20th century building housing the Shark Museum has been renamed Villa Stellaris after the Latin name for a small shark, the Nursound, Sciliorinus stellaris. The museum was set up between 2020 and 2021 and opened to the public in December 2021. The museum overlooks beautiful False Bay, famous for its rich marine life, including great white sharks, broad-nosed seven-gill sharks, bronze whaler sharks, African penguins, Cape fur seals, Sutter right whales, humpback whales, bride whales, common dolphins, and many other species. For the museum's logo, I chose to use a great white shark, which is the species most prominently featured in the museum's activities. The small museum includes a permanent exhibit in the library. The museum's purpose is to educate the public about these magnificent predators, which play a key role in marine ecosystems. The museum regularly hosts talks primarily on shark biology and also on other topics in marine biology and zoology. The idea of creating a museum dedicated to sharks is the result of a lifetime spent studying these animals. My 30-year research on sharks has led me to write 20 books, 50 scientific reports, and about 100 articles in magazines. I have taught ichthyology in the postgraduate course in marine sciences at the University of Milano Bicocca, Italy, and I've given hundreds of lectures on sharks at universities, museums, and diving centers. I have taken part in over 70 expeditions to observe great white sharks in South Africa and Australia, and orcas in Norway. I created the Shark Museum together with my wife, biologist Alessandra Baldi. The museum is dedicated to Alessandra's father, Sauro Baldi. The exhibit includes 2 illustrations of great white sharks by my father, Emilio De Maddalena, a copy of a photo taken by Ron and Valerie Taylor in Australia, and a copy of a photo I took at Guadalupe, Mexico. The great white shark writing is inspired by the logo of the Scorpions, the famous German rock band. The material on display includes books on sharks that I have written, including monographs and guides to species found in specific areas. The exhibit includes a selection of my pen and ink illustrations. Also included are some of the photographs I took during shark expeditions I joined to False Bay, Gans Bay, and Mossel Bay in South Africa, the Neptune Islands in South Australia, and Guadalupe in Mexico. Some explanatory tables provide basic information on the biology of sharks, including notions relating to classification, evolution, coloration, morphology, swimming, anatomy, feeding, and the relationship to humans. The exhibit includes 14 life-size wooden silhouettes of species found in South African waters, created by Janet Ormond based on my illustrations. The sizes are the average ones at sexual maturity. The species represented are the African angel shark, six-gill sow shark, striped cat shark, angular rough shark, puff-feather shy shark, broad-nosed seven-gill shark, common treasure shark, sandbar shark, pygmy shark, thorny lantern shark, common smooth hound, Southern African frilled shark, spiny dogfish, and sharkfin mako. A seal-shaped decoy bearing great white shark bites used to film these animals was donated to the museum by Chris and Monique Fallows. Differences in shark dentition are illustrated by jaws of shortfin mako, silky, and blue sharks, and by the teeth of the forbigos, sand tiger, great white, bull, tiger, kitefin, and six-gill sharks. There are also fossil teeth from several species, including the huge megalodon, and the model of Todus obliquus made by Alessandro De. There are also egg cases of cat sharks and bullet sharks. Two Bright's whale ribs bearing great white shark tooth marks were donated to the museum by Chris and Monique Fallows. The whale was found dead in False Bay in September 2010, and sharks scavenged on the carcass. It was on that occasion that Chris Fallows had the opportunity to take some exceptional images of the great white sharks feeding on the whale carcass. To illustrate the various systems of sharks, I made an anatomical model of a great white shark. This allows visitors to observe the main parts of the musculoskeletal, digestive, urogenital, and cardiovascular systems. This model, made by Konoval Vyacheslav Vladimirovich, is an accurate, tiny replica of a 5.5-meter great white shark I observed in 2014 at the Neptune Islands. The museum also includes many models created by Darrell Latting. Among them is a 1.2-meter great white shark, the average birth size for this species, and another great white shark depicted breaching to catch a seal, a typical predatory behavior observed along the coast of South Africa. Another 16 models created by Darrell Latting are intended to show the different morphological characteristics of some of the most typical shark species. There are 565 shark species described worldwide today, and new species are discovered every year. The models serve to give visitors an idea of the great variety of different orders, families, and genera of sharks. Species represented include the great white shark, shortfin mako, sand tiger shark, big eye treasure, basking shark, broad-nosed seven-gill shark, tawny Norse shark, piked or spiny dogfish, bull shark, oceanic white-tip shark, blue shark, tiger shark, great hammerhead, six-gill salt shark, Pacific angel shark, Pacific horn shark. The museum also includes a library with over 100 books on sharks. Contains all the books I've written, as well as many by other authors. Among these are fundamental books such as the works of Leonard Compagnie, Jack Randall, John Stevens, and Richard Davis. You can also find books on other topics of ichthyology, marine biology, general zoology, and there is even a specific section on cetaceans. An aluminum cage built by documentary filmmaker Charles Maxwell to film great white sharks was donated to the museum by Chris and Monique Fallows. The cage is equipped with openings that can be expanded in order to film the sharks with a professional video camera. The museum also has a small section for younger visitors. For the talks, the museum can accommodate up to 17 people. The talks cover various aspects of the biology, ethology, and ecology of these predators. While special attention is given to sharks of South African waters, sharks of other areas, such as Australia and the Mediterranean Sea, are also covered. In addition to the talks, we also offer shark biology courses taught in English, Italian, and French. These courses can be complemented by shark cage diving trips in False Bay. To reach a wider audience, online courses are also offered. We also organize talks by other speakers, first and foremost Professor Mike Bruton, a world-renowned ichthyologist. Phoebe, our adorable dog, always welcomes all the visitors. The Shark Museum has been a member of the South African Museums Association since its opening. Over the years, the Shark Museum has played an important role in providing the public with a source of accurate and up-to-date scientific information on sharks and, more generally, on zoology and marine biology. I believe that those who study wildlife must also be committed to education and outreach. Sharing the knowledge we gain through research with the public is as important as the research itself. That's why I wanted our small museum to be both a base for my shark research projects and a venue for disseminating the knowledge we have acquired over the years about these fascinating predators. The Shark Museum is entirely self-funded. We are extremely grateful to everyone who, since its opening, has supported our small museum by donating materials for the exhibit, attending the talks and courses we have organized, and advertising our activities. Through our work at the Shark Museum, we will continue to educate the public about the need to protect shark populations, which are dramatically declining worldwide due to human activities.